Hi everybody, I'm Mo and welcome to MomDas Life Handmade. Today I have special DIYs for you. There are two DIYs and they're special because usually we all tend to make home decor items or utility items for home, sometimes for kids and sometimes for ourselves, but rarely do we make things especially for men. Finding gifts for men is equally difficult. So when I was approached to join this collab, invited for this collab, I was like, this is the good opportunity to make something for the men. So I decided to make something for my husband. So today I'm participating in a collaboration called DIY for Boys, and this is being hosted by Elizabeth from Dandysoap DIY and Pat from Pat's Home Crafts. Myself along with other collaborators are there in this collaboration playlist. So other collaborators or friends who are here are Marika from Marika's Creations, Nadia from DIY with Nadia, Elena from Elena Jenkins DIY, and Susan from Susan Gazaway DIY. So I'll put a link to Dandysoap DIY and Pat's Home Crafts channels, the host channels, in the description box of my video, and also link to the playlist which will contain all our videos related to DIYs for men compiled together in the description box of my video for you to get more ideas. So when I was approached, I had big plans, and I had plans to work with concrete and make a few really good pieces for my hubby. But you can imagine my anxiety, my sadness when in the morning I found out that everything was spoiled. My concrete did not set well, so everything just broke apart, and I was in a panic state because I was running short of time, and I had to make this video because I already committed to do this. So I came up with second idea. I think my concrete mix was old, so it was not binding well. So I had to discard the whole packet and everything away. So I came up with this last minute DIY ideas. And honestly, these turned out so modern, so cool, so very masculine looking. I love the cosmopolitan look, the color. I just love the masculine feel about it. It's really good and very useful. I made it and my husband liked it. Even my son, who is in middle school, was very thrilled to see this DIY, and he said, you should make some for me too. So let's see the two DIYs that I'm going to share with you today. So after you've watched my video, please head to the playlist and watch everybody else's videos in the playlist for more ideas, and do visit the host channels. You will like them, sure, and all the other channels as well. And if you're coming from any of the videos, any of the channels from the collaboration, or are new here, warm welcome. I love to do a lot of DIY, everything related to home within budget, lots of trash to treasures and high-end tubes. And if you love such content, please subscribe to my channel and do hit the notification bell so that you're notified each time I post my video. These are a few of the items that are there, along with many more other items, in a pocket of the laptop bag of my husband, which he takes every day to the office. And they stay like this, just pull them out, untangle a cord to find the other one or a piece. And this one, because it gets tangled so much, he had placed it in a piece of plastic, so this really gets tangled. So today I'm going to make an organizer which is masculine in look and would serve the purpose of keeping them organized inside his laptop bag. So for this, I'm taking a piece of thick felt. It's a thick variety, sturdy, and has the black shining color to it, which is really sleek. So I need a rectangular piece, and the width I measured by placing this cord, and I have kept just about a little less than a finger thickness on either side. So this is my complete width of this felt piece. And the length that I have taken is 14 inches. Now this was out of one of the scraps from a previous project, so the edges are curved. You can even take rectangular ones, and there happen to be some holes along the edges, which I think will be very useful to me. Otherwise, one can just make 2 holes later on as the project progresses. Now this is 18 centimeter in width, so I'll put 2 centimeters in the center. I'll mark it, so which is from 8 to 10 centimeters here. So I'm going to mark it here also similarly. So now how do I organize things? So I want this one here such that it's slightly overlapped by this, and on this edge itself I want to place this cord and just fold it like this, and this can come on this side and the other piece will come here. So this is my plan. So I need to make some slits or pockets through which this can go in. So first I'm going to mark this 2 centimeter thick lines. Now there should be some points of which are joint, so I'm going to mark how much I'm going to cut. So depending on how much space each one takes, see this cord should be able to go in through this easily, so I need to make it only that much slit, not more than that, so it should be comfortably able to go in. Now I'm going to cut the slits using a sharp pair of scissors. Now it's always better to cut less and then extend the cut edges than cut more and be sorry about having spoiled the piece. Yes, it goes in comfortably, so he will not have to fight with it. So I'll go ahead with the next slit and so on. I'm just making sure that the lines are aligned so I will not go out of place. Now this can be folded and closed tight. Now I need to be able to close it, so I'll need some cords here. Now for tying this together, I have taken a grey string and another very thin piece of the same felt fabric, and I'm going to attach this fabric here like this. I just made a folded this with the string in the center like this, and then I'm going to tie it here with the same color string and put a knot. And cut off the excess. Now I have this right in the middle of this double string. Now you see this string is 3 times the length of this, so that when I fold it, it's enough to wrap around it. Now I'm going to twist these two strings together so as to make a thick cord. So I hope you know how to do make a thicker cord. Is if you notice the kind of string it is, you will know which direction to twist the string, and I'm showing just in a small portion. So once you twist it and you bring the two ends together, once you leave it, it twists again to form a thicker one. I'll tell this again. I'll take the whole length, hold it and twist it. I'll twist it making sure that I'm not unwinding the string, and when I have twisted it tight, it's tight. When I bring the two ends together and then leave it, they twist together to form a double thickness string. I hope this makes sense. So this is how I'm going to twist these two ends of the string and make one thick string. Because the area is small under my camera in my workspace, so I cannot show it here, so I just give you a small demo. Now here is the loop attached to the string, and string is now thicker than the previous one, and I'm just going to put this through these holes. If you don't have holes, just use an awl or a needle to go through it and poke them in to the other side and tie it there. I just had a feather at hand and I'm using it. You can use anything. And on the other side, just tie it and it's done. I saw something like this on Etsy also, and it is absolutely like this in a fawn color, and this is ready. So all one needs to do is just fold it and then wind it and just poke this thing in, so it becomes easier to even open. I think this cord holder, gadget holder turned out very useful, beautiful. The color black is really nice and masculine, clean, minimal, modern look, and it rolls up very nicely and fits in very well in the pocket of the laptop bag. It's very utility stuff, can be opened and kept on a desk, used very well. I think my hubby will find it very useful. Now for my second DIY. Now my husband's wallet has this section for keeping business cards. When people visit his office, many people leave their cards and he tends to keep them, and his wallet just swells up and it destroys the shape of his wallet. So I thought of making a handmade card holder for him. You can find many on the market. He has a few, but he tends to put them in his wallet. So I thought making a card holder, a handmade card holder, will make him use it and save his wallet's shapes and look. So I had this false leather with me, a piece of false leather, and I have taken a standard sized business card. Now the size of business card is usually standard size, but if it varies, it's better to take a measurement of the commonly found one in your region. And I measured it, and this turned out to be 9 centimeters. So I have taken a width of 11 centimeter. This is the width of 11 centimeter, and I took a length of 26 centimeters and have marked it out. So let me cut it out first. So with a sharp pair of scissors, it's really smooth and easy, and one can easily cut this out. No special gadgets required. This was slightly uneven, so I had to trim this down. Okay. Now I want the edges to have this circular, this cut out, so that it's easy to take the cards out. So I'm going to cut this section out. And this is, as you see, is 1 centimeter deep here. So I've taken this 1 centimeter deep slices out, leaving approximately 2 centimeters shoulders. Now with the scale, this is 26 centimeters. Right in the middle, that is 12 centimeter here, 12 centimeter here, 2 centimeter. I have left a narrow strip, marked a narrow strip of 12 centimeters, and I'm going to fold this ends like this, and at the mark of 2 centimeters, and I'm going to stitch these sides. I'm going to stitch these sides. You can use super glue kind of thing if you don't want to stitch it, but I think hand stitched or machine stitch would give it that elegant look. So I'm going to stitch along this ½ centimeter from the edge with a contrast thread, so that it forms 2 pockets in which the cards can easily fit in. Now I'm just using these clips to hold these pieces in place. Here, like this. Now I've taken white thread, contrasting thread, and it's easy to go through this. We're using a sharp needle, and I'm doing a simple run stitch and trying to be as equidistant as possible. And I'll come back the same way. Now once I've reached the other end, I'm just going to go in through the same hole back and then complete the line. And next, just tie a knot with this end. I'm bringing the thread out from inside, pull it a little and cut it very close to the inside. Careful not to cut anything else. Similarly, I'll do the other side. Now both the sides are stitched, and you can just rub off the markings. They'll come off with a damp piece of fabric. The cards can easily go in and can be retrieved very easily from either sides of the pockets. It can be folded and kept in the bags or even in pockets. I decided to give it a little more customized look by giving it a monogram. So I decided to write the alphabet S as a monogram for my husband's name. The card holder also looks great. I love the monogrammed look, the black and white monochrome color combination, very minimal, modern, and again masculine. I really like it. It turned out to be very useful as well, and you can see it holds a lot of cards in it and is really useful. I think it's going to be a great product and a great gift for my hubby. I hope I inspired you to create something handmade for the men in your life, and I hope you will find this video helpful for that. These are easy DIYs. I made them within a couple of hours, so it's perfect as the last minute DIY ideas. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share this video. If you're new here, I would really appreciate if you subscribe. And thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your support. I'll see you soon in my next video. Until then, be positive, be creative, and be happy. And do visit the playlist.